A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move aimed at cutting costs and reforming government operations, the British government has announced plans to relocate 12,000 civil service jobs from London to new regional campuses across the UK. This announcement, made on Wednesday, outlines a strategy to decentralize decision-making and bring government services closer to communities. With the expectation that these changes will save taxpayers an estimated £94 million annually by 2032. The government will close 11 office buildings in London, including one of its largest sites in Westminster. This decision is part of a broader initiative to not only reduce the size of the civil service but also to stimulate economic growth in various regions. Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster, Pat McFadden, emphasized that the government is committed to moving decision-making out of Whitehall and into local communities. As part of this reform, government departments are required to submit plans for relocating their staff, including senior civil servants, by June 11th. The initiative will lead to the establishment of two major campuses, one in Manchester, focusing on digital innovation and artificial intelligence, and another in Aberdeen, specializing in energy. These locations were chosen due to their existing government presence and potential for growth. Manchester already hosts significant offices for the science and culture departments, while Aberdeen is home to the newly established Great British Energy headquarters. Additional roles will be created in various cities including Birmingham, Leeds, Cardiff, Glasgow, and Newcastle, among others. The anticipated impact of these changes is a boost of £729 million to local economies by 2030. Among the London offices set to close is 102 Petty France, which houses around 7,000 civil servants from various departments including the Ministry of Justice and the Crown Prosecution Service. Another significant closure will be 39 Victoria Street, which has been the base for the Department of Health and Social Care since 2017. McFadden stated, "By relocating thousands of civil service roles, we will not only save taxpayers money, we will make this government one that better reflects the country it serves. We will also be making sure that government jobs support economic growth throughout the country." This sentiment echoes a growing desire within the government to ensure that civil service representation is reflective of the entire UK, not just the capital. Currently, around 80% of civil servants, totaling over 400,000 people, already work outside of London, but many senior roles remain concentrated in the capital. Under the new proposals, it is expected that half of all senior civil service positions will be based outside of London by 2030. The Prospect Union's General Secretary, Mike Clancy, welcomed the government's commitment to empower civil servants outside London, but he also urged for more transparency regarding the roles of arm's-length bodies in this transition. He expressed concern over the potential impacts of these changes on civil servants and called for clarity. This government shakeup has drawn mixed reactions. While many unions support the initiative to decentralize and empower civil service roles outside London, critics, including Shadow Conservative Cabinet Office Minister Alex Burghardt, argue that the plans are merely a reorganization without substantial reform. Burghardt accused the Labour government of making empty promises and failing to genuinely reduce the size of the state. The government is also under pressure to address the rising number of civil servants, which has increased significantly since 2016, reaching a total of 514,000 by the end of last year. The Labour government has committed to reducing running costs by 15% by the end of the decade and has already indicated plans to cut 2,100 jobs within the Cabinet Office over the next 2 years. As the government prepares to finalize its plans in the upcoming spending review, the exact number of civil servants to be relocated remains uncertain. However, the overarching goal is clear: to create a more efficient civil service that is better equipped to serve the needs of all UK citizens, regardless of their location. The government aims to embrace new technologies that facilitate remote work while still maintaining a physical presence in regional hubs. McFadden highlighted that the future of work would not require all employees to be in the same place, promoting a more flexible approach to civil service operations. The government's plans are a bold step towards reshaping the civil service landscape in the UK, with the potential for far-reaching economic and social impacts. As these changes unfold, many will be watching closely to see how they affect the lives of civil servants in the communities they serve. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.